Hello, everyone. It's that special time again. Another fun filled delivery from our friends at Reaper Miniatures. They were nice enough to send me another care package for a small fee. Anyway, let's look at what the Reaper, Santa Claus, elf, helper, whatever, put in the box. Now, let's open her up. Woo hoo hoo. Do 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 do. Oh yes, I have so much fun with these openings. I gotta tell you, it's I think it's the endorphins, of my sick addiction, the stimulation of my brain. Let's go ahead and just put our loot on the table here. Oh yeah. So got a little list of the things I impulse purchased. It's gonna be amazing. Hey, at least it's not crack, guys, Alright, so let's have a look-see here. I wanna show you guys the big one last. Yeah. So we'll save that for later. Now, I will say you've already seen this model before, but I had to have another one. Yep. Ooh, look at this. Look at all this. Look at all this. And it keeps going on and on. They really filled up all the empty space. Yeah. Okay. So, actually, I don't think I bought any small stuff at all, did I? Oh, there we go. Okay, so here's a box full of little stuff. Ooh, another box. 2 boxes full of little stuff. Haha. The Christmas sampler. Oh boy. That looks pretty cool. And let's go ahead and go through it, guys. So, this is the last metal set they have that I didn't have on the site. I mean, I know there's some they've had that aren't available anymore. This is the last one from the site that I didn't have. And by golly, why not? Why not have a nice, friendly Court of the Abyss? Yeah. So, that's pretty cool. Yes. Let's see here. Let's see. So, yeah. It's what you expect to see. Some metal. $35, $40 worth. So, not a steal. But pretty cool, though. Pretty sweet. I mean, that's got some oomph to it, right? So, we can have this debate about whether it's worth it or not, but you can't deny that when I put this guy down on the table and move him, well, people are going to notice. Especially if they get mouthy and I lob them at their heads. I don't know if you guys have ever been a part of any of those lawsuits yet, but DM long enough, and yeah, if you don't have a good assault charge against you, you're not doing it right. I am joking, I think. Alright. Boxes full of goodies. Ho, ho, ho. So, I think these are our freebies. No, Okay, they just kind of, yeah. Okay, so I got a dark elf. Now, I missed the bones miniatures all the way up to 4, so I'm playing catch up. So it's really cool because I get to pick and choose, but on the negative side, I'm paying, retail, except where I can find sales. Most of the sales I find are on metal ones. I actually get metal ones for less than I paid for these plastic ones, or did. The deals are getting fewer and far between these days. I think the backlogs are running out, but anyway, I don't want to take too long, but some Dark Elves, because why not? And I've got the metal one. I figured, well, actually, what I bought this for, I'm going to do a video where I paint the metal one and the plastic one, the exact same paint job, and we do a compare and contrast. I don't see that actually, I used to hear a lot of complaints about Bones quality. Now, let's have a closer look here, though. I'm pretty positive they've changed the formula, because this is not Bones White. It's got that gray of the kind of Bones 4 look to it. But I don't think there's a lot of difference in the detail. I have painted a couple of these, so I can tell you there's a little loss of detail on the, little emblems here on the lapel or whatever here, but nothing life-changing as far as the detail difference between the metal and the plastic. But that'll be for future discussion, as we may play a fun game of Guess the Metal Mini. Okay. A Dark Elf Warrior. Ooh. Because why not? A Dark Elf Cleric. Again. Now, this is good. See, I should have thought of this. If you look at this, this tells you this miniature is selling a lot, because these are the old Bones White. You can see the difference. In color. And the fact that the details pop. I'm sure this one's just as detailed as this one. But because of the color, you can really see the details before you paint it. Like you can take here's an example. You can take a Bones White Mini and put a little wash on it. And all of a sudden, you can pick out the details pretty well. But it's nice. I like it. Okay. Yes. Well, if I was going to pick a free Christmas model, it would be this one, right? Because, let's face it, this one's pretty useful. This could be a townsfolk or a Christmas model. So, versatility. Same thing with this guy. Goes to Christmas present. Again, this could be somebody at a feast, or somebody trying to sell something to you. Some fine elixir. All right. Anyway, you get the idea, guys. You get the idea on these. I mean, look, I can't tell you why I bought all of them. I mean, what would be the fun in that? I did say these were impulse purchases, didn't I? Don't judge me. I can feel you judging me. Don't do it. Alright. Well, now that we stuffed all that back in there, let's go to the next box. Okay. I'll get you out of here. Alright. Let's look at this. So I got Santa Claus here in metal. That's pretty cool. Got some paints. Christmas green, holly berry. Hilarious. Get it? Holly berry. I guess you have to be old to remember that one. look, it's a Christmas tree ornament. Nice. Nice. Cthulhu, Christmas Cthulhu. And Mr. Reaper doing chibi stuff. So yeah, 2 chibi, Cthulhu and Mr. Reaper. I mean, free is free, man. I got no problems with any of this. Candies and paints and minis. Oh my, how can you go wrong? All right. I took a risk and got a Shoggoth because I love, different sculpts for Cthulhu and other Lovecraftian creepy crawlies, as you can see back there. And actually here and all over the place. There's lots of Cthulhu-y stuff. But, yeah, another Shoggoth sculpt. Good for my Cthulhu Wars game, just to change things up if I feel squirrely. This is one of the freebies. Yep, you got to pick 2 of them. So I picked this Maggot Crown Ogre. Now I would use it for some sort of either a white, an Ogre white, or it could be, if you had a Necromancer PC, a skeleton of a raised ogre. So it'd be a higher hit die skeleton. And why not a Djinn? A Shauna. See, they got names now. When I opened them initially, the Bones Black versions from the Kickstarter, they didn't have names. Not known to me anyway, but now we know. Anyway, really cool models. I don't know which ones you guys picked, but you can tell me in the comments if you picked any at all. Yeah. But really cool models. I like it. You might too. I have a feeling if you're watching this video, you like it too. Oh yeah. So, we're done with that box. Now, all this all together, I think was $100, $116, which I know is a big difference, 100 and 116. But when you've blown as much money on miniatures as I have, you start to lose track. So this is from Bones 3. It came with a much bigger box that came with minis and everything, and was a much better deal. Yeah, if only I was into Kickstarter at the time, I would been pretty happy with that. That and the other sets they had with that one, especially the Cthulhu Mythos set, which I don't have that. But, live and learn. But this is a nice little, little bit of dungeon dressing, This, and as I recall, the top comes off, so you can actually get on in there with the players. See here, fully detailed interior. I mean, come on, that's pretty sweet, guys. So yeah, this was 30 something, I think. Not a steal, definitely retail. You can buy all these things cheaper elsewhere, but you don't get the free stuff, and you don't get to help out your friends at Reaper, who are so nice. So, it's a mixed bag. But this is a cool mini, and this one's actually, from what I saw, not as easy to find as some of the other stuff. It will be eventually, but for right now, this wasn't a bad way to get it. So the next one I show you, you've already seen. It's the big boy. Yep. And he has a name now. Grim Talon. Grim Talon. So we don't really need to see what Grim Talon looks like in that box, because I can show you what he looks like assembled. That sounded like a gun going off, didn't it? Oh boy. Well, when I say assembled, I mean mostly assembled because there were certain parts I didn't want to glue together as I have to paint this thing. But here we go. All right. So go ahead and zoom in on him. Okay, this is Grim Talon. Now, when I got him, he didn't have a name. It was We Will Rock You. But now he is Grim Talon. And his talons, well, they're grim. Now, you ask yourself, why did I buy 2 of these? And the answer is, well, I wanted one to be a rock. And I wanted one to be, just to give you an idea of how big this thing is. I wanted one to be a phoenix, like a phoenix, a legend. You know, not a run-of-the-mill phoenix. So, here, let me show you what I mean. Real quick here. Okay, what'd I do with that? Aha, there you are. Never mind. I'm not going to show you what I mean because it seems like it's going to be a big hassle. Yep. So scratch that. But if you guys have the Arena of the Planeswalker game, they have some phoenixes. The whole phoenix is like this big. So that's a regular phoenix. But this would be a phoenix of legend. Okay, so in the 2nd edition D&D, there was a Outer Planes compendium, and in that compendium is the phoenix stats that I'm referring to that would describe this creature. Okay, so if you wanted to convert that to 5th edition, I don't even know if that's possible, but I don't think it'd be like that difficult, really, honestly. I mean, if you really cared, you could do it. But it is a known and lovely Dungeons and Dragons creature that's been in the game a long time, and this miniature is perfect for it. So, and you know, it's not typically an enemy, right? Because, you know, unless you're playing like an evil campaign, typically you're not going to be fighting with the Phoenix of Legend. But so you can see here, the wings glue into the, yeah, it's a nice model. I did not, like I said, I didn't glue it all together because, I mean, I got to paint all this stuff, guys. So certain things I glued together, certain things, but not everything, because, you know, it just wouldn't be prudent at this juncture, right? Okay, guys, have an amazing day. I hope you find all the miniatures of your dreams. I hope you avoid all the pitfalls of having a sick addiction like mine. And more importantly, I hope you spend more time painting than accumulating. I'm in an accumulation phase lately. How about you? Tell me in the comments. Have an amazing day.